right, we're going to talk about where we are in this cycle, this bull run cycle, and we're going to do it by looking at Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to explain what it is, how it applies, and how it's showing us where we are right now based on the past. So if you want to understand what Bitcoin dominance is, this is the episode. I'm Brian. I'm a big dumb animal. Don't do what I do. That's my disclaimer. And I'm going to add to my disclaimer, not only is it informational purposes only, but do your own research. And if you're too lazy to do your own research, just kind of glance at the person on the desk next to you. Look at their research. How do you think I got through high school? So let's get started. Now, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you don't mind, share the video with others. I'm trying to grow the audience, if you will. Okay. So Bitcoin dominance. Before we talk about that, you've probably seen this image many times. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. The idea is that it goes through phases. And this is what has happened in the past. Of course, the past is not indicative of the future, but we like to look at it because it seems to be following the same pattern. So typically, it shows here money flows into Bitcoin. Then it starts flowing into Ethereum, and Bitcoin and Ethereum start battling it out, so to speak. And then money flows into the other coins, the altcoins, starting with large caps, flowing into then what they call alt season, which is the other, everything else, excluding some of these much larger caps. So you can see Bitcoin to Ethereum, large caps, alt season. Will it play out exactly this way? Not sure. But as we know, right now, as Bitcoin is well over 100,000, has hit a new high a couple times, as it keeps moving up, we know we're definitely in the Bitcoin phase. Ethereum hasn't started taking off yet. Maybe it'll skip it, maybe it won't, but we have seen some large caps start to move. This is where it's getting interesting. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin dominance. This is a chart on TradingView. And it shows you here the last time was 2021, and here we are in 2025. First, what is Bitcoin dominance? Over here, it's hard to see, but there's a percent sign. It says 59%. What does that mean? It means that the market cap of Bitcoin is 59% of the total market cap. What do I mean? Let's look at coin market cap. Right here at the top, it says, hey, the entire market of crypto is around 3.57 trillion. If we look down, Bitcoin is the largest. The market cap of Bitcoin is 2 trillion. So what percentage is 2 trillion of the total market 3.57? It is 59%. Okay, so now you know what market dominance is, and you can look at that with respect to any crypto. Because for your crypto to do well, it needs to not only keep up with the market, but hopefully it'll gain more dominance. All right, regardless, it's about 59%. What does that tell us? Well, last time in 2021, it peaked. And when Bitcoin dominance started to drop is when that means that the market is growing and or money is moving into other coins. So we want to see Bitcoin dominance dropping. So here we are, 23, 24, 25. It seems to have peaked around November 22nd or November of 2024. It then dropped, went up, but it kind of stuck around. The idea is that it will hopefully keep dropping. This was a very interesting post on Binance, which I think was well stated because it's short and to the point. And I'm going to show you the image in a second. But it says here, as you can see on the chart, which I'm going to show you, it's the blue line, or the Bitcoin dominance, started to decline since October of 24, which means it started last year, a couple months ago. This is when Bitcoin completed 36 months from the previous cycle top. It's a highly cyclical pattern, as BTC dominance during previous cycles dropped every time Bitcoin completed 36 months from a previous all-time high. All right, what does all that mean? Look at this chart. This is great. Let's break it down. There's only two things on here. This is in green here, Bitcoin. I'm sorry, green and red. The chart of Bitcoin's price action all the way back to 2014. This solid blue line, up, down, up, down, up, down, that is the Bitcoin dominance, which we just looked at, which is the percentage of the market. Okay, now what's interesting is they said from the previous highs, you can see right here where I've got the arrow, that was the previous high of that market. And then in this blue, 36 bars, which is 36 months, 3 years, exactly 36 months. And right here, the dominance of Bitcoin peaked And then from there, it dropped. The entire time it dropped, which was, it looks like for 1 year, because this was 36 months. Here's 12 months. You see, well, you can't see here, but this is alt season. It says alts rally. That's when altcoins took off. I'll show you a chart representing that. And then here we go. We go to the next cycle. Here's the top, this little green line right here. 36 months goes by, and here we're at the end of the blue. Now look, Bitcoin dominance dropped all the way down to, it looks like 38%. And then it started going back up for 36 months. It peaked at exactly the end of 36 months and dropped for a year. That's when altcoins rallied. Here we go again. You see where this is going. It peaked exactly 36 months. Here we go. Bitcoin dominance dropped all the way down again to like 39, 40%. It went all the way up. And here at the end of 2024, it topped. And now it's going to believe that it's going to keep coming down. And that's when alts will rally, which would say that we are currently in the alt season rally. And you might think, well, it doesn't feel like it because most of my coins haven't moved. Remember on this chart, the beginning of it is large caps and then alt season. And we have seen the likes of XRP, XLM, Hedera, and some others which are up in the top 10 or 20. So those would be considered large caps, and they have had some inflows. From this chart, it notes that it was around October, November of 24 when it peaked. Let's look at that. If we look at the peak date, here's the top before it started to drop, and that is around November 14th, looks like November 22nd, maybe. Let's just pin it at November 22nd. Okay, let's take a look at one of the large caps that did move, because we want to look at these. Are they moving? Hedera, November 24th. Bear with me as I find it here. November 24th is right around here. That's when it peaked, and then dominance started to drop. And look, Hedera rocketed. Been going sideways for a bit, but then again, Bitcoin dominance dropped. When Bitcoin dominance went from here, November 24th, let's zoom this in a little bit. November 24th down to December maybe 7th. Wish I had better eyesight. So the 24th of November around here. What did I say? December 7th? I already forgot what I said. Was around here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Literally went from here to there. It rocketed up at the exact same time Bitcoin dominance dropped. Then Bitcoin dominance has regained a little bit. Didn't get higher, but regained a little bit and went sideways. And what did Hedera do? It gained a little bit and it went sideways. Okay, fascinating. So it turns out, it looks like, yeah, we are in the phase where some large caps are moving. Not all of them yet. It looks like we might have up to 12 months. However, if it is 12 months, according to this chart, and it started last October or November, then that means we've got till October. So we should start to see and watch the Bitcoin dominance. Now, if you don't want to go to TradingView, here's the cheat. Go to CoinMarketCap, look at the top, and they've got a dominance thing right here. And if you just click it, it's going to show everything to you in a nice little chart with colors. What's better than that? Maybe if it popped up, that would be cool. Or maybe if it was scratch and sniff. That'd be cool too. But it shows you right here, and you can see the Bitcoin dominance. This is the chart we're just looking at, how it goes up, it came down, it's going sideways. So we should expect that as this orange line of dominance starts to come down, then we should start seeing more of our altcoins start to move, starting with the larger cap ones. So the things in the top 20, 30, 40, 50. So what's in there? If you scan down, you can see it's got your SUIs, it's got Polkadot, all these others that you're probably familiar with, Near Protocol, Aave. This is the first page. Ondo, Internet Computer, a whole bunch of ones that you're probably familiar with and or have. Render, Mantra. We should start seeing these move, I would think, quite soon. Keep an eye on the dominance stages. If you haven't seen this graph before, we believe we are coming out of a bear trap, meaning that's the feeling of everything went up and then it dropped and sold off because a lot of you are thinking, man, a lot of my coins are down. Maybe some of them are up, probably your large caps, and some of the other ones are down, if not most of them. And then we're going to start moving up. It looks like we might be in this right around here, coming out of the bear trap, getting into immediate attention. It feels to me like more people are starting to talk about it, particularly with the new administration who just had an executive order regarding crypto. So there you go. Lastly, let's look at others on TradingView. This is a chart of the total market cap, around 340 billion at the moment. Last time it had hit this orange line, we're well beneath it. And this is everything other than the top 10. So in essence, this would be everything other than those very large cap ones. And they haven't really started moving to the upside yet, which makes sense. So what's the takeaway from this? Takeaway is, if you want to do the cheat, just go to CoinMarketCap, take a look at dominance. We want to see this orange line start to drop. When that starts to drop, alt should start to run, and it looks like it's going to be from here until October. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope we can all make generational wealth together with crypto.